This Lakshmi Narasimha Stotram that he was chanting, you look at what it means at that. What happened?
Bhagavad Gita on your book.
You want to Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah, no, that same question which you took yesterday.
I was studying this and then this Lakshmi Narasimha is for people like, it's for people in deep trouble, they're supposed to chant this. So the way he has described it, for someone who is in, all kinds of, this description I was studying this. So I thought we can do that. But we can do that another time also. What do you want to do?
Okay, you do that actually, so you decide and you do that now.
Yesterday is very clearly, it's there, it's very simple yesterday. You have the recording, check it out.
Yeah.
Unless someone has questions. And questions are necessary. Okay, let us do this. Let us see how far we get. Let's do this. Because if you are chanting, you might as well know what you are chanting. It is on in your chanting book. Page
182.
182.
Generally, there are these meanings.
These meanings, there are some general translations, but those translations are, there are books with translations, but those translations are, if you know Sanskrit, you will not there's a big gap between Sanskrit and English. You put some words there which give you some other thought. That's the problem with translation.
There is, I thought, if there are these like the something to
There are no meanings in that.
This Gita Press is near, the only place you should know is
There is a book which has the Hindi meanings.
This one which Stotram.
So that has the Hindi meanings. Do you have it here?
Yeah, pretty good.
So do you have it? Okay, what is now?
I saw some of these sites when you Google it, you get some meanings, but
You can refer to it broadly. Broadly, they are good. Just broadly. But if you are studying it, then so when we do this, try and study it. So,
the best way is to learn Sanskrit and then take the dictionary meanings and then combine. You will get a fine.
what?
Yeah, what that is a she also does the same thing.
Yeah, we say the prayer, then we chant the whole thing, then we pray. You should know those words. Om Shuklam Bharadram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam Dhyaye Sarvabhishmopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Svite Bhavatu Me Sada Ishvaro Gururagmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavadya Padehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunatu Saha Vidyam Karavahai Tejasvinavadetamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We chant each verse. We chant verse 1, then we look at the meaning. So we chant verse 1 twice. So that you get used to the words, then we break the words and do the meaning.
this is
incarnations of Lord Vishnu. An incarnation of tremendous strength to remove affliction, because Prahlada was afflicted by his own father. And what kind of afflictions? All the possible kinds. So there was, he threw him in fire, he threw him from a height, he threw him in water, he did all the possible. So what it means is, if you are afflicted by any form of the elements, or in fact all afflictions are there in the world is the elements. So this is one prayer. And the way it is written, it creates that picture of misery, of affliction. And then we are invoking the Lord. Hey Lakshmi Narasimha, Mama Dehi, for this jiva. Mama Dehi means for this jiva. Kara avalambam, with your hands. You please support with your hands. Please hold me. Please support me. Kara avalambam is I'm resting on you, I'm leaning on you for support. So you please hold me in your hands. That's the whole thing. It's a plea. It's a plea to take you out of trouble whenever you're faced with deep trouble. So remember, prayer is an action. Prayer is an action born of your will. You can choose to pray, you need not pray. So prayer being an action born of your will, it will have its own result. And the result of prayer is tackling all the hidden variables in life. Handling all the hidden variables. The hidden variables. So unseen, intangible. And therefore, if you look at prayer, what is it? It is a thought direction. We are directing our thought. And what is the direction towards totality?
To the order.
We are trying to make connection with our thoughts, with the totality. And that totality, imagine, I myself have certain strength, I have certain capacities, I have karma shakti, ichha shakti, jnana shakti, kriya shakti I have. So all this shakti that I have, imagine the shakti of the totality, the shakti put together must be so vast. So any prayer is this connection, reinforcing the connection. And the choice is yours. Really speaking, prayer is one of the most valuable actions in our lives. Because the result of prayer supersedes all other results we get of everything else. We'll show you how it supersedes. It's one of the most, and that is why the sages or any holy person spend hours and hours praying. Because amidst all that you do, prayer stands apart as one of the most. It supersedes everything else. Why? How? So, what do you want from life? You want happiness. You want peace. And how will you get happiness since you have a body? You will get happiness, number one, through good health. If your health is not good, then it's a problem. You want basic comforts, well. You want basic work so that your mind is happily engaged. Correct? You want good people around you. So people who antagonistic towards you, your whole life goes in that conflict, is it not? So these are at least avenues where we recognize our peace. These avenues help us recognize peace. Suppose you have work, your work becomes a source of peace, is it not? If you have enough wealth, enough comfort, so you are comfortable, your peace is not disturbed. So if you look at it, all our life we are working for this. We want a good family, we want good wealth, and we want health. And then whatever you work for, right? What we don't realize is all these tangible objects are governed very powerfully by the intangible. You want good people around you, that's not in your hands. That's governed by the intangible. What is intangible? Adrishta, that you don't see. They are hidden variables. Who is going to help you today, or who is going to fight and who is going to fight with you today is already a hidden variable which you don't see. How much wealth you're going to earn or lose is already a hidden, it's due to a hidden variable which you don't see. Are you able to understand? Your wealth or lack of it is due to a hidden variable. Now look at what human beings do. We work for the tangible, isn't it? So you should work. You should work, keep your thoughts engaged, relate with people. You should do all that. And why do you do all that? Anybody works, whether in the family or outside or whatever you do, whatever actions you do. Why do you do that? For harmony, for peace, isn't it? Limited action in a limited world will produce its own set of results, is it not? Now, how do you handle the hidden variables which are really holding the reins of your health, of your wealth, of your family, of their health and wealth? Who is holding the reins? The intangible is holding the reins. And the only thing that can help the intangible is prayer. The only thing that can tap into the hidden variables is prayer. And that is why it is one of the most, it is not one of the most, it is the most valuable exercise in your life. In everyday living, not just general life. Because you may say, yes, I pray once a year when the festival comes. The most valuable. That action which handles today's hidden variables, where I can be protected. And therefore, prayer is not begging. Prayer is not begging. Prayer is not something that you should run away from. It is the thing. You can leave out doing everything else. You should pray. Don't leave out. Because prayer without action is unsupported. But you can't leave out prayer. It is like taking out the roots and expecting a tree to grow. Or cutting the roots and expecting a full-grown tree. You won't get a full-grown tree. You get a stunted tree, which you call a bonsai. So, never underestimate the importance of the time you give to prayer, because this prayer becomes the last thing, you do tomorrow. No matter. And you go. Never underestimate, because what you are losing is enormous. Because we don't see what we are gaining and what we are losing, we don't know. It's the whole problem that we have. You don't see what you are gaining, you don't see what you are losing. So, with that background, being an action born of will, it's entirely your choice. You can choose to pray, how much time you pray, how much thought you give to it. Because your thought maintains that strong connection with the totality. And it's your thought that brings Dhammakala back from the totality. How? Because you get ideas, you get insights, you get suggestions from people, isn't it? Suggestions, how do they come? Through the same medium of thought. Is it not? Thought, it's just thought. So suppose you're sick and you're praying, dear God, please send me a doctor who can diagnose correctly. First thing, you don't want to first you diagnose. So, that a good doctor to diagnose. How are you going to find a good doctor? You're going to tell everybody, listen, I have this ailment. Do you know anybody? And somebody will come up with a thought, why don't you try? He's the best person. Is it not thought? Comes through the medium of thought. And then you create a thought, yes, I must go and meet this doctor. Is it not? So this is one such sutra, one of the most powerful deities. Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Stotram. I told you earlier, Lakshmi Narasimha. Narasimha with Lakshmi. So not just Narasimha. Because that form of Narasimha is so fierce, it is difficult to invoke such a fierce avatar. So when Lakshmi is there, she calms him down. You will see the picture, please Google it. She's sitting on his lap. That is the form there. Let us chant the first verse. Shrimat Payonidhiketana Chakrapani Bhogindra Bhogamani Anjita Punyamurte Yogi Shashvata Sharanya Bhavati Bodha Lakshmi Narasimha Mama Devi Karavalamam Shrimat Payoni Ketana Chakrapani Bhogindra Bhogamani Anjita Punyamurte Yogindra Shashvata Sharanya Bhavati Bodha Lakshmi Narasimha Mama Devi Karavalamam. Shrimat Payonidhi, the one who lives in the Nidhi, in the abode of Payaha. Payaha is milk. So we are invoking Vishnu, the one who is in the ocean. Shrimat Payonidhi, that is the name of Lord Vishnu, the one who lives in the ocean of Payas. Payaha, Payas is milk. Payonidhi, that's his abode. Shrimat Payonidhi. And who has Chakrapani. He has the chakra in his hand. The one who has the chakra. You know that? Sudarshan. Bhogindra Bhoga Maniranjita Punyamurti. So, he is Punyamurti unto the most auspicious form, the form which is produced, the form which I invoke, which is a Punya form, which is itself a form of Punya, which gives me Punya when I invoke. And he is Mani Ranjita, Bhogindra Bhoga Mani Ranjita. You know, they say there is a on Adishesha. Adishesha is the serpent under whom Vishnu reclines. So Bhogindra is Adishesha. Bhogindra Bhoga, so it refers to the snake, Adishesha. This Adishesha has a mani on his hood. So that mani shines and adorns Lord Vishnu, who is below, who is protected, who is under the canopy of his Adishesha. So it's a description. in the Milky Ocean with this beautiful jewel adorning him. And he is a form of Punya. The one who is a form of Punya, the one whom I invoke for Punya. So when you say these words, the purpose is you must visualize. That is meditation, jnana. You visualize it. And then he is Yogisha Shashvata Shananya. He is Yogisha, the Lord of all the yogis, all the people who are on the path of yoga. So all of us, spiritual people. He is the Lord of the spiritual people. And he is the Shashvata Sharanya. He is the eternal protector of those people who have turned to find themselves. Yoga means you turn to find yourself, to understand yourself. So he is the Shashvata, permanent, eternal protector. The one of the people who are spiritual, yogis, is the Lord of the people who are on the path of yoga. And he is the Bhava Abdi Pota. Pota is a boat. He is the boat who will take me across this Bhava, samsara. Abdi is water. This ocean of samsara. Bhava Abdi means ocean. Ocean of samsara. You are my boat. He is the boat. You take me across this ocean of samsara. Unto that Lakshmi Narasimha, Mama Dehi means this poor Jiva who is praying to you. This Jiva who is praying to you. Kara Avalamam, with your hands, you please support. Kara is hands. Avalamam is support. You be my support. Hold me. Please be my support. Give me protection. The protection of your hands. Mama Dehi, Kara Avalamam. This
one way is that, another one is to give.
give that also.
Second,
May you give. Yeah. May you give. Dehi is may you give. That is also another one. To give. So may you give me this person protection. Kara, hands, avalamam, support. Take the support of your hands. Then, let's do. Lakshmi Narasimha Their crowns, Kirita is crowns. their crowns. Koti means the tip of their crowns bow down at your feet. Which means they all bow down to you. You are the Supreme Lord. Kirita Koti, they bow down. Koti also means this highest point of the crown, the tip of the crown. It bows down. Where does it bow? Sanghati Angri. This Angri is your feet are touched by their crowns. So all of them bow down. Kamala Mala Kanti Kanta. The one who is shining with the Kamala. The one who is the shining one with the Kamala. So Kamala could be at the feet also Kamala, or just with the Kamala, the one who is shining. The feet are shining. And all these devatas bow down their crowns, the tip of their crowns bow down. And Lakshmi Lasat, Lakshmi too is shining. And this word Pucha means the chest. So you find Lakshmi is sitting very close to Narasimha. So Lakshmi is, she's goddess Lakshmi, she herself has her own shine. So her shining form next to her chest is Narasimha sitting. So he is like the royal, so the word is Rajahamsa. Rajahamsa is, he appears like the royal swan sitting very close to the shining Lakshmi. It's just a picture, it is all to imagine. You have to, this is in the beginning, you have to visualize. Lakshmi is shining there and Narasimha sitting close by, shining even with her effulgence. He himself is shining and she is close by. He is the royal swan there, next to him. To that Lakshmi Narasimha, Mama Devi Garava. To that form, please protect me. Give me protection, give me the protection of your hands. So this verse is talking about how he is so powerful that all the other devatas prostrate him. Then from the next verse onwards, the plight of this jiva starts. How much he is suffering and how much help he needs. So let's see. Samsara